All right, y'all, this is just to go over these two problems. So find median Q1 and Q3. All right, median, remember, it's just Q2. So here's how we find it. Number one, you want to have the numbers in order. It's already done for you. So moving on to the next one. Cross off one from the beginning, one from the end. One from the beginning, one from the end, one from the beginning, one from the end, one from the beginning, one from the end, until you are left with just one in the center or two in the center, and then we find the real center, or the center of those two values. So I have crossed off 4 from the beginning, 4 values from the end, therefore this is my median. So I circle it, label it. Median is 13. All right, so to recap, number 1, we put the numbers in order. If they're already done, then you move on. Number 2, from there, we are crossing off 1 from the beginning, 1 from the end, working your way from the outside to the center. So that's what those arrows mean. You cross out, working from the outside to the center. That's what the arrows mean. Cross them off one by one. Number 3, after you cross off one by one and you meet in the center, that's how you find the median, which remember is just the center or the middle number. Okay? So once we find the median, then we find Q1 and Q3. Q1 is another median. It's just the median for the lower half of the data set. So basically, it's the median from everything before the median. We call it Q1. So for Q1, bracket the first half, and everything after the median is the second half. Okay? So now we're going to do the same process again for Q1, which means you ignore everything, the median and everything after it. Okay? So here we go. Do the same process again. So I cross off 1 from the beginning, 1 from the end, and I'm left with these two, 5 and 6. We can only have one number though. So what's the number between 5 and 6? 5.5. So then this is 5.5 for Q1. My median was 13. Now I go to my Q3, which is the upper half. So now I find the median again, but this time I ignore everything from the median, the 13, and before that. So I'm only focusing on the 16, 16, 18, and the 20. All right, here I go. Cross off 1 from the beginning, 1 from the end. I'm left with 16 and 18. So I got to find the median of that. So what number is between 16 and 18? 17. So then 17 is my Q3. So to recap, I put the numbers in order. I cross out 1 from the beginning, 1 from the end, working my way to the center to find my median. To find Q1 and Q3, you basically repeat. But you repeat only with the first half for Q1 and then the second half for Q3. Okay? We'll do that one more time. Once again, step 1, put everything in order. Already in order. Step 2, find the median by crossing off 1 from the beginning, 1 from the end, beginning, end, until you're left with just 1 or 2 in the middle. So beginning, end. Cross it off, cross it off, cross it off, cross it off. I am left with 30. So 30 is my Q2. Okay? Now, I do the whole thing again for Q1, except only with the first half of the numbers. I am not including my median. And I do the same cross out process for Q3, but only with the upper half of data. Okay, so for Q1, I'm only looking at the first half, everything before the median. Cross out, I'm left with 25, so 25 is Q1. For Q3, I do the same thing except everything after the median. So I cross out from the beginning, cross out from the end. I am left with 45, so 45 is my Q3. So Q1 was 25, Q2, or my median, was 30, and Q3 was 45. Okay, so to recap, it's the same process over and over again. Put the numbers in order. Cross them off one by one, one by one, one by one, working from the outside in to find the median. For quartile 1 or Q1, you do the same process, but only with the numbers that come before the median. For Q3, same process, just only with the numbers that come after the median. And you're done.